So if you get to the root or the bottom of weirdness, you can address weirdness like it's a thing. Like it's not the it's not your outcome, it's not your direction. It's like maybe a pixie. You know how people have pixies that talk to them about stuff like, you're not like a racist, so why would I notice that, some little trait or something, so then it makes you like, ooh, like hyper self-conscious because you notice a trait that, like, you could say it brings you closer to generalization. So you think you're gonna become a racist because you noticed something, like this is not really about that. What I'm talking about is, maybe I gotta start over. Weirdness. Okay, if you can just address weirdness, then you could become a better public speaker or something like that. But it stops you, hinders you, because as soon as you're aware of it, then there's no choice for everybody else but to wonder what it is that on your mind when you're trying to express something else. Or so women will put up with or deal with a certain amount of weirdness, or they get to the bottom of it, because you're still a good you could still be a good public speaker. Like you have social anxiety or something, like it's not going to tell you what you can't do, it's going to tell you what eventually you are going to do. And so sometimes maybe we get, like they help you keep it together, and then you go out and you've become a better public speaker. You get a lot of vocabulary, and I don't know, whatever, you mastered NLP, whatever, and then you come back and you realize that she only has a few vocabulary words. And she only really addresses things in terms of like weirdness factor or how, but that's like kind of like there's a point to that, and it's understandable, like that, even though it seems like, okay, like where's your vocabulary? How come they only talk about things in terms of like, okay, that's weird, you know what I mean? Like they're still doing that. In a way, they're kind of laying down laws, like, and stuff. So I don't know. I get surprised by how fast people's vocabulary blossom and take me off guard. And women do that to me too. So I'm not saying that you're stuck. It's just that you're like on the brand specific things, you lag behind a little bit. On the non-brand specific things, you can arrange an ensemble or put together an outfit, or you can make things happen that people are like, you're throwing shapes at people, you know what I mean? You're popping some style. So it actually benefit, and so it's like, like and perhaps we don't know how to do that. It's like we like excel on the brand specific aspect, and not the part where you can arrange things that are off brand, like women can, like planning and things and thought, like proof that they have a psychology. So you have to actually acknowledge that they have the psychology. I don't know, I'm slow. If I'm just realizing this now, so like sometimes slow, like even charlatans are relevant sometimes. And slow people can be useful. They can still have utilities. If I don't know too much, then I won't have the disability of not being able to know anything new or learn anything new because of the fact that I already know. It's like a don't judge a book by a cover thing. So because there's like a different wavelength or something that sometimes you can't imagine if there'd be another one. Do you think you're on the only one? You know, they probably think they're on the only one too for a little while too, but you're not really a commie. You're not. You just got tricked into thinking that you were a commie, and I don't have any problem with those.